Alrighty, we're back. It is Wednesday, January 22nd today. So this morning, I got a good quality run on tap. So it's 2x200, then 2x600, and then 2x400 after that. And all of those will be done at around 250. So anyways, we got that on tap, and then a slightly easier swim. Yesterday was good quality. It was 40 times 25 in there, like just hitting like a good solid clip. And then this evening, get back into VO2 Max type bike. First kind of one of this cycle on the bike. And yeah, so right now we're about an hour out from the run, so I'm just going through some Training Peaks stuff, planning a couple other workouts and stuff like that, and seeing how things are going in general. This is usually how I spend most of my mornings here. I think you have to really be, and that's what I'm kind of looking at right now, you have to be really like diligent about putting in comments and stuff like that, post your workouts. And when I say post, I mean like immediately post workout. Because reason is like if you do, a little bit afterwards, like say even like, a few hours after the workout, then you put in the comments. The problem is sometimes you look back at it with like that term that they use in How I Met Your Mother with like graduation goggles. So you look back on it as being better or being less stressful than it actually was. Like you kind of only remember the good times out there. Your brain has kind of forgotten, or like purposefully forgotten, just ignoring like the times out there where you were like really suffering. And that's what you end up writing in your comments sometimes when you wait like until the next day. For example, you might have a really hard workout, and if you write comments on it the next day, the comments are like, workout went amazing, nailed all the paces, felt fantastic, let's get it going. Like it might look like that when if you wrote it immediately after when you got in the door from that workout, you might say something like, yeah, my hip was a little sore on the first 200s. It opened up a little bit more after that, but, it was a little bit of a struggle to get to the pace in the first half. Ended up coming together and stuff like that later on in the workout, blah, 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 whatever. But that tells you a little bit more about the workout. So it tells you maybe, maybe you have to warm up a little bit more because it's seeming like the hip or whatever like that is taking some time to get going. So anyways, doing things like that, and then like I said, planning some other workouts. Another little thing I've realized from years of putting my own training plans together and stuff like that, I think you have to have a good idea of where you want to get to. But then the problem is that if you're planning a workout, let's say 2 months in advance, right? It's really easy 2 months in advance to put out a workout on paper that is like absolutely insane. And like just like, when you're planning workouts 2 months in advance, it's very easy to be really cocky and just be like, oh yeah, I'll hit like 10 times a kilometer at 250. Sure, I should be able to do that, no problem, right? But then on the week, you might be like, what the heck was I writing here? How the heck am I going to hit that? Having said that, I think you can't work so immediately, because I think when you work too immediate, like when you say, what am I going to do today or tomorrow or something like that's the extreme of it, I think then in that case, you might get a little too timid and not aggressive enough, a little bit too conservative. And you might say things like, oh, I'm only going to do 4 of them and not 6 of them. Because when you're planning that workout, your brain knows like, oh, I'm doing this workout in like 48 hours. So like, calm down. Like you're going to make it hard on me? No, your brain's always going to kind of try to work the easy way. So I think that's where you have to get like a little bit of a middle ground. You have to have an idea of where you're going and kind of the workouts that are going to get you there, like backing up from that. But then you also kind of have to do some planning and stuff like that on the short-term basis, like on 10-day basis, like 10 days out from certain things, 7 days out from certain things. So I think you have to do a bit of both. So that way the workouts are like just right. They're not too hard like they would be if you were planning workouts out 2 months in advance, and they're not too easy if you were planning workouts only 2 days before them. So I think like 7 to 10 days is really good. Having a good general idea of what the entire thing is going to be for sure, but and like what you're going to do on this day or that day is a really great idea, like for months in advance. But in terms of the specific numbers and amounts of intervals and stuff like that, I like about 10 days out to write down the kind of the specific details on that workout. Alrighty, so I'll catch you later. Just before we get on the bike, check out what just came in the mail. Perfect timing as the training is moving into its next phase. Seriously, thank you so much, Beat It, for the support this season. Means the absolute world to me. And guys, if you haven't checked out Beat It, seriously get on it. If you want something that is very strongly backed by results and by the science, this is it. I mean, just check out all the World Marathon Major winners and marathon record holders who are using the product, backed by science, and that Beat It is actually the only one that has a guaranteed 400 milligrams of nitrate in it, which is the amount that the IOC recommends to achieve that desired effect as an ergogenic aid. But further than just the results and the science behind it, company themselves here, I cannot say enough about them. They are so incredibly supportive of the athletes. And if you have any questions about timing, when to take it or anything like that, or about any of the science, they are always more than happy to help. So check them out. I'll put the link down in the description. And again, thank you so much, Beat It, for the support this season. It's going to be a great year. Time to get on the bike. Let's get this going.
One more.
Give me a minute. First VO2 down. I was pretty conservative. I said try to go like 110%, something like that, which is like 380. So if I averaged it, it was probably 388, probably average. Whew, that's a good place to start. I'm pretty happy with that. It was better than I thought, let me say that. At the end I was just yelling because I was at like 398, 399 through like 40 seconds or whatever there. And I'm like, you know what, God, for God's sakes, let's get this to 400, come on. So it's just more yelling at myself to pump myself up than hurting. Anyways, that's all for the day. This morning was a good run workout, good swim. And then here, a good bike, better than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like a real struggle to hit the power, and nothing. Or not a struggle, sorry, to hit the power, because the power wasn't so much an issue after the last little phase there. It was more, would I be able to sustain the power through like minute 15, minute 20, in that range. Anyways, overall, good day. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to hit up a strength workout when I'm done this in 30 minutes. This is like a swim-specific strength workout. I'll share it another time. But anyways, as usual, I'm going to get on with this. And thanks so much for watching. If you like, hit that subscribe button. There'll be another video coming next week. Catch you later.